What the f am I supposed to do about that? Here's the thing, right? This game is, and I hope, I don't mean any offense by this, for anyone who might be of the persuasion, this game is a monster f***er's paradise. Like, between like Queen Bee and Slime Girl and the Knight of Despair, the traditionally, you know, quote unquote attractive ones, but then there's the Clouded Monk, there's the Mountain of Smiling Bodies, Judgment Bird, I could see do something for somebody, Alryune, I could see doing something for somebody, Red, and the Teeth probably does something. This game is, it really does, it has a little something for everybody.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny?
All three of those were at an equal level of enthusiasm. Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? There was no variation. All right, equip the secret weapon. The Naughty Nightwear. Hang on. with the space helmet on, I'm into some freaky shit. I was gonna say, yeah, he starts hopping around like an absolute tool. Don't go in the water! Why did you go in the water? That's where sharks live. One particularly douchey shark at that. No, please! Can I do this? That's the real question. Oh, these stop, actually. Oh, wait, these stop, actually! Hang on. I can get the mum. Well, we go hit the button, I guess. D3, let's go. Another 6. So we're taking Let Us Meet Again as Stars. O-03-93. And then... I don't like this. Let's roll a D3 and see what we get, shall we? Oh, it's a 2. O-01 or 07-103. It doesn't tell me what it is. I don't like that. That's worse than it not having a description. I don't want to. What do we do with this? Ooh, a fresh pair. Ooh, bobby pin. That's actually pretty. How cringe do I want to be? Let me consider for a moment. How cringe do I want to be? That's pretty poggers. I'm an old man. Like, right? I cannot use like Twitch lingo without sounding like a hello fellow kids kind of a moment. Hydrate those bones. Exactly. You gotta keep your bones watered. You can't have dry bones. You need moist bones. What am I saying? What the hell am I saying? Let's see what this thing is. It's probably horrible. It's probably the worst. It's actually adorable. There's a slime girl in this game. What? Well, let's try attachment. Victor, what happens when you try to attach with the slime girl? Okay, we got a... What is this? Why do you have a slime heart? Explain. What just happened? Hang on, why did you explode in slime? What the f just happened? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Hello, how's everybody doing on this lovely Thursday? Hello, welcome, welcome. Who do we got? I see Kal-El over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. We got Captain Noah. Welcome, welcome. First time. JR and Pantheos. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello. It has been a while, Pan. How you been? Non-binary. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are all having a lovely, lovely Thursday. We are painting today. Yeah, we're still painting this guy. I'm getting close on, you know, potentially finishing, but I'm not happy with the cloak still. But I'm not doing that today. I'm moving on from the cloak because I want to get other things done. My thought process is I'm going to actually try and update the cloak to where it'll actually be like little flames. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Can we get an elbow reveal? Tell you what, give me to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Then I'll do an elbow reveal, which is actually a lot closer than it seems, if I'm perfectly honest. Cause yeah, we got a bit of a boost these last couple of days from Cult of the Lamb video. Anyway, causing wilds and bitches to watch. That's perfectly fine. I understand. Completely get it. Paint your nails. Welcome into Naomi. I don't know. I've never been like that into like. The thing is, I don't like things being on my hands. I I don't like things being on my like fingers and everything. I'm afraid that I would just feel too much if I painted my nails. I'm very particular about like keeping my hands relatively clean. I say as I have tattoos, but it's just a thing. I don't like having things be on my fingers. I don't like having things be on my fingernails. So I'm afraid it'd be too much like, you're right? Be older and watch again. Hell yeah, congratulations on that. But yeah, we're painting today. I don't know exactly what I'm painting today because I was looking at this thing, right? And I have Celestra Gray, and I was gonna do it for like the little bits here. Raymond Jones, thank you for the bits. Also, welcome to stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stick on nails. Oh man, that'd be even worse. Ugh. Like, ugh. The thought of having things on my nails is so like, but yeah, I was looking at this and I was thinking like, you know, there's this like bird skull you can't see and nothing will focus on this, so it doesn't even matter. Come on, if I just shove it in your face. Oh yeah, that kind of worked actually. There's that bird skull on the pauldron. And I was thinking about doing that in Celestra Gray, but then I started looking at it and I was like, you know, that really is kind of incorporated into the pauldron itself. And I don't know if it would look good with that. Does it feel good on my nails? I feel like that's how it would be. I just feel like it would just not be a good feeling. Right? But anyway, I'm going to paint some stuff. I don't know what I want to do with this parchment either. That's right here, because it's really freaking dark in there, and you can't. Come on, focus. There we go. It's really dark in there, and it just doesn't look good, honestly. So I don't know what I want to do with that. Bleed your first. Oh no, JR. I mean, yeah, I didn't see it. You've been on there like early, so I didn't see it today. I was like, oh, that's a little weird. I wonder if JR is busy, but I might have deleted it. Finally, gotta take a break from anime with my friends for a little project we're doing. After school for fun, just to clarify the worst part of my grandma. Oh, goodness gracious. That sounds kind of fun, though, just doing a fun little animation project. Also, thank you for the more bits, Raymond. Goodness gracious, thank you so much. Well, yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Just doing a little fun animation project. I mean, I know animating can be a nightmare. I think I'm gonna touch up some of this brass. There's some in here that needs to get touched up a little bit, and I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do some of that also. I actually have some already. I was painting some other stuff earlier today. Was I using this one? No, this wasn't non-metallic. This was my metallic brush from earlier today. I was painting a little bit earlier today. I was painting a Liberator. So, I already had some paint set aside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and touch up some of these metallic bits here. So let's just right into it, huh? Shut up and take my bits. I'm sorry. Your his friends animated part you don't want that. You know, that's also very fair. Be like, how about you handle this part and I'll handle the other parts that I want to handle. And I think I decided I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with like the sort of metallic parts for the sheath itself. Also, everyone, thank you so much for your contributions to the Skeleton War. The lads on the front line appreciate it. Insert what you wanted. But yeah, what was I saying? I'm just gonna do this in brass here. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with like the pommel and the handguard and stuff. And I just decided, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna make it brass also. It fits for the weapons that they would have elements of brass on them. So yeah. We have due to my country's independence, but still as I become Gianfranco Ferri's wow, jeez. Also James, that's my clay modeling. Oh, interesting. It's fine, JR. Crap, is that's fair. I mean, yeah, like the thing is, like any sort of like small detail kind of stuff is gonna be very similar to handling these things. If you're out of bits, that's perfectly fine. I don't ask for monetary donations. All I ask is that you be here. And even then, that's fine. I couldn't bounce for the skeleton more. We had a 2 bits and 1 bit ceramic power, but huh. That's kind of cool. How many bones do you own? Enough. Something that's wild to me, right, is that apparently in the United States, it's like illegal to own bones. Gotcha, Raven. That's kind of a cool effect. I kind of dig that. That's like one of those power-up things that you can do that can be mildly problematic if someone brings in the wrong emotes, because Twitch didn't really think that through. What was I saying? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Very little that I say matters. I'm mature on myself there. Okie dokie. I'm going to touch up some of the wildwood that I used there, but that's fine. That's just my lot in life. I paint a mini and I go, I'm going to fix that. Nope, gonna have to fix that. Oh, gonna have to fix that. That's just my lot in life. I'm not good enough at painting anything to do it all in one go. Oh, big skeleton. It's weird. So like I have to to make it transparent, I basically get rid of the black background to the thing. And so like it's just all transparent. So last night I saw a toad outside and it ate a daddy longleg, I think it was. Or was a toad fucking... Huh. Interesting. Cupcake! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. We're painting Reclusian from Age of Sigmar today. Because my pile of shame grows. And I have so many models that I need to paint. And I'm sorry if I move it out of frame. The frame is very not in a good place for me, actually, and I can't. It's hard adjusting my camera to where I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. But welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. Give out Isaac cries more. The more pitch you give. Oh, I don't know. Because isn't that's Isaac's thing? He just cries, isn't it? His life is honestly the worst. I do apologize. I wish I could set up my camera better, but it's like hanging off of my monitor. Like my monitor is right here and it's just hanging off the front of it, and I adjusted it. Great question mark. Is that? Oh, I mean, yeah, no, the semicolon, the little bit of programming that I've learned is so funny. What's the skeleton's favorite snack? Is that James? Can't see, sorry. James. Are you wearing flesh gloves to make the humans not scared of your skeleton hands? I think I've landed on something. The void. Not sick anymore. Oh, that's good, non-binary. Yeah, I remember you weren't feeling too great, so I'm glad you're feeling better. I think I've landed on. I've turned a corpse into an animatronic, and that's what I pilot. Somewhere in the between of that. Is it a corpse or is it an animatronic? I think it's kind of funny if it's like ends up being a little bit of both. Bone ribs, nice. Yeah, it's there's little power-ups that Twitch introduced, Captain. It should be in the chat somewhere where it's like, yeah, spend bits and you can modify your chat or your an emote or something. Make them bigger, give yourself fancy borders like this. You FNAF yourself, more or less. I just found this on the side of the road and I was like, you know what? I need a human disguise. And then, of course, being an AI, I found some spare electronic bits and made an animatronic and then crammed it inside the dude's body. This is really dark. This is way darker than I really thought about it, now that I'm saying it out loud. This is way more fucked up than I gave it credit for. Sorry, I got focused. It was like I have to get very big, like balls. I gotta get like in there. That happened in the game. Is that what happened in the game? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that much about Five Nights lore, as much as like my wife is a fan, and I'm not. I'm not in this now. So no, Raymond. Thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you so much. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'm just gonna paint it with this metallic color. That's one of the worst parts with these $0 bits. Thank you so much. Also, Mr. J 808, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. We're doing just some chill mini painting today, and everybody's gonna take a drink of water in half a second here while I finish what I'm doing. Otherwise, my brain won't let me continue with it. All right, everybody, drink up, babes. Maybe I'll wipe off my brush. Take a sip, babes. And everybody, stop shrimping, check your posture, and stretch. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I knew exactly what I was gonna do to start, and then I started streaming, and it went out the freaking window. All my bones at once. Goodness gracious. I was going to take some Basilicanum Gray, and do I want to take Basilicanum Gray? I hadn't decided. I did this on my Liberator, and I painted the weapons sort of like a stone kind of color, and I don't know if I like it on the Liberator. Actually, you know what? Here, give me a second. I'm gonna grab the Liberator and show you what it looks like. I'll be right back. James, what happens when you mess up? Honestly, you just go over it again. You can strip your model down and start over. I don't do that. I'm stubborn, and I will just paint over the thing 1,000 times until I get it to where I like it. But anyway. Okay, I am back with my Liberator. So, I did that Basilicanum Gray. Come on, focus. Get out of here. Focus. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay, fine, don't. This is gray. This is that gray color I was talking about. And I don't know if I like it. Like, it looks kind of cool. And it kind of is a nice, like another darker kind of color, but it's a little too dark, right? And it's not metallic. It doesn't like fit that well with the overall color scheme. And like, I haven't like done any dry brushing or anything like that. But I don't know. I haven't decided if I like it or not, enough to the extent that I wanted to do both the axes in it. I'm gonna do some sort of flame, like I'm gonna do some flame colors on the back of these because they have flames, like, and like, it just, like, so they're gonna have a little bit of extra detailing onto them as opposed to the hammer, and I'm gonna do some dry brushing to try and get, like, the raised edges and things like that on that, so it'll look maybe a little not as shit, but I haven't decided if that's what I want to do with these bad boys. If I want to go full, like, maybe I take Iron Warriors and make the axes. If I make the hammers like a stone kind of a thing, and the axes metallic. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not, if I'm quite honest with you, myself, and the universe. I just don't know. I haven't decided yet. There's metallic there that I need to hit also. I I'm the milkman. My milk is delicious. Oh no. Not what is his name? Boyd? Welcome. Welcome, milkman. Hope you're having a lovely... Oh, I've actually chewed the paint off of my brush. By putting it in my mouth enough times. But welcome. Hope you're a lovely Thursday. We're painting Reclusian from Age of Sigmar today. Or make everything pink. I mean, I don't have it on right now, but I have a Tyranid that's in like, Vaporwave, white, pink, and blue. Special delivery today. Pretty sure it's Boyd. For some reason, that's tickling my brain the right ways. That, Boyd is that character's name. I haven't played Psychonauts in a few years, so my memory escapes me. How many models do you own? Quite a few. I have, what, 20 guardsmen with the command squad? And then like 40 skeletons, another 10 grave guards, so 50 there. Like a couple dozen space marines from the Leviathan box. Of course, now a couple dozen Stormcast. We've got probably like a couple, like a few, like maybe not a couple hundred, but we've got a few models. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Milkman. thank you. God, you're making me think of Psychonauts now and how good Boyd's world is. I love that world. What do you mods for? Do you use them for D&D? I actually do. They're meant for, this is a Warhammer game. This is Warhammer's fantasy line, Age of Sigmar, is what they're primarily used for. But I do use them in my D&D game, which is the benefit if you want to get into Age of Sigmar, is that you can use these models for D&D, and it fits very well. Also, thank you for the bits, Captain. I don't know. I haven't done it myself. I just know it's an option that exists. I wanted to take this wildwood brown, and I was gonna paint the sheath. I don't know what the actual term is, but there's the sheath on the for his sword here. I was gonna paint this brown. Do you have any Tyranids? I do. Well, my wife and I got the Leviathan box. I'm taking the Space Marines. I haven't painted them yet. They're primed. I just haven't painted them yet. And she took the Tyranids because that's she's not that into 40k. I'm much more into 40k than she is. She's much more into the fantasy side of things. But she was like, you know what? If I was gonna play 40k, I would want to play Tyranids. And so she's taking the Tyranids from the Leviathan box, and I took the Space Marines. And I intend on painting those Space Marines as salamanders, because they're the goodest boys. Alright, that thing's just gonna paint it over. Okay, I'll paint it afterwards. Whatever, I don't care. So short answer to the long answer, yes, I do have Tyranids. I just don't play them myself. Yeah, I'm actually running a campaign. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Maybe first time coming up with something like this. Hell yeah. Good to know. It's always fun to get into D&D. I'm reading through Rime of the Frost Maiden right now for my next game. Use devices for his drawing. I'm struggling. Oh no. You got some Tyranids? Hell yeah. Lizard Marines. Oh yeah, no. I love the Salamanders. I love that they're good boys. They're the friendliest. They're the biggest, except for maybe the Carcharodons. And I love that. I love that the biggest Space Marines are also the nicest. Because I love the idea of, like, I know everyone's like, oh, no one's a good person in 40k, and that's true. But I do like the idea that in a harsh, unforgiving, brutal setting, there's still some good lads and lasses out there, even though the Imperium is awful. Just downright awful. I think I got this? Oh, that's right. There's a little bit of metallic back here. Let me see. One of the boss just straight up rescued. Goodness gracious. If you want to play D&D, I can play again. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I mean, it's popular. It's very popular, though. I will say the popular is probably waning at this point because Blizzard keeps screwing the pooch. But I still like 5e. I just don't give them money anymore. I have what I have, and that's probably all it's going to be because I'm tired of supporting them monetarily speaking. Try snow globe correcting. Don't put snow globes in the freezer. What? Dog's the best as good as boy on the lands. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Like, the Space Marines, and also apparently the Leviathan box was a very good starter box if you want to play Salamanders. So that kind of did play a little bit of a factor in that. I don't know what the hell I want to do with their damn... I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind because I don't know what I want to do with the axe heads. And they're not like the only Space Marine chapter that I like. I also like the Lamenters, which are also kind of quote-unquote good lads. The Lamenters are kind of funny in general. I do like the Blood Angels. I also like the Dark Angels. I like the Space Wolves. I like a lot of Space Marine chapters. But none as much. Also, I like the green of the Salamanders. It's a very good green. So that's why I want to paint them. I forgot the cool skeletons. There they are. You're good. Very tiny straps on this lad's forearm armor. God King Bull, welcome. Skeleton Steve. It was a model painting, which is my favorite of Space Marine chapters. Death Guard. Death Guard's pretty cool. Because my favorite color is green, also my favorite guys. That's fair. That's fair. Play Necrons, yeah. Yeah, I remember you're like in Necrons too. Go to my concert 16 days. I'm never supposed to. Oh yeah, what concert are you going to non-binary? If you're willing to share that, if you want to share the information, that might be that might give away your location. So I would completely understand not wanting to answer that. In fact, I might advise you. I asked the question and I retract it because I don't want to risk that for you. Oh, there's also some metal there. You can put in. I'm stupid. Sorry, I keep moving the bottle away because I'm like, I gotta like lean in for it. But to answer your question, model painting's going okay. It's going as well as my fingers will let me. That up. Oh, I do get a bunch of Space Marine jokes. I'm never going to let car jump on. That's true, God King Bull. That is very fair. You 21 pilots? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've never really listened to 21 pilots all that much, actually. I always buy repainted music. That's also very fair. Model painting, if I'm perfectly honest, is like... in my opinion, one of the harder parts. Like, learning the game is honestly very difficult. Just by virtue of there are so many freaking rules that you have to remember. And there's your army rules and everything. But that said, like... my favorite, the saddest part is my favorite part of doing Warhammer models is building them. And that's the part that gets over the soonest. And then you have to paint them. There's metallic under here also I need to get. Okay. There's some metallic bits that I missed. My bestie already saw them. Hell yeah, nice. I saw, Dragon Force was on tour with Death Clock earlier this year, and Necrogoblicon opened for them at a couple of locations. I mean, not all of them. I don't know if they did the full tour. That was a fun concert. Getting to see Necrogoblicon live was very fun, and I've been a long time Dragon Force fan. So that was very exciting. And then I like Metalocalypse. I like Death Clock. So, very, very fun concert. Had a great time. It's too watery, actually. I might need to get some more of this. So it does remind me of a funny thing that my friends... I just always ask me where my Space Marine is doing better. That's fair. Hold on. Yeah, the scary dog privilege. Or flash cops. Yeah, exactly. Then you don't have to worry about anything like that because they got you with them. Yeah, no, I get that. Think of the singular bit. I just had to use the special chat orders. I'm sorry, Captain. I think it's like you have to like go in and like select it. I don't know how it works on mobile actually. I've only seen it on like desktop. That's still very watery, but I think I'm gonna have to live with it. Oh, am I gonna? No, I'm gonna paint over it. It's fine. Whatever. We'll paint over it. Right, you're not. There was somewhere else I wanted to hit this. Maybe not. It's like gorillas. I don't even know. It's such a fun concept. Oh, that's kind of cool. I would say that like the only like real downside to, and I don't know if the gorillas would have done this similarly, since gorillas and Deathclock are kind of in the same group or in the same situation, right? Where they're fictional bands, like they're animated bands with actual performers. But for Deathclock, they just turned out all the lights, and then they basically played the music live in theory. I can't verify because it was dark. Over the music videos for the corresponding for the song. So it's kind of just an interesting way to go about doing that. And I don't know if that's how the gorillas operate or not as well. Sorry, I keep moving the damn model out of the way. I'm trying to get a closer look at the area I'm painting. But I mean, it worked. It definitely worked, so. It's like when I say I saw Deathclock live, it's like I went and watched them, or listened to them play music live while we watched their music videos. I'm like chipping away at this. Oh, I need to paint over it anyway, so whatever. What was I doing? I don't remember. Mr. wants to get tickets for the Japanese band Flow. Oh, that's kind of cool. Want to go see Flow and all their anime openings. I'm gonna start about that related from my large impact hammer, big giant slider modifier, making big metal work. I got called by security. Oh, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's a dangerous thing to take in the public space, like a convention or something like that. Here. So back to me, it's pretty much all anime OPs. I mean, yeah, that's what Flow, like, that's what Flow is known for, is all their anime openings. There's like a period of time where they were like the Naruto opening artist, because they did so many for Naruto. So many. I think they did like 2 or 3. But they're like the most iconic Naruto openings. They've also done another anime, of course. So like that Gravity Hammer just turned to be really good. Oh my god, I see nothing. That's fair. Or like a Thunder Hammer, if you were in your Space Marine cosplay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. I just don't know what the hell to do with these axe heads. Use the actual band, they have projection screen, the music video, that's the best way. They use the actual band, they have projection screen on the music video or visualizer and play that and it syncs the music. Okay, that's fair. So vaguely similar. But like I said, it was more like it was just a pitch black stage when they had Deathclock playing. But yeah, still a great time. Still had a lot of fun with that. Or it's like though to be fair, I guess with like VTubers and stuff, they actually have like their models on stage, because like HoloLive, they're like idols, right? Losing my mind, Captain. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it. It should just be like in the chat, I think. Like if it's in the chat box, and then you should be able to like click like, oh, add a modification or something like that. I don't know how it works. When they played Go, they were all jumping and playing Sign. Everyone was screaming and crying. That's funny. It's like I've seen some. Oh, that's right. I was gonna get in there. I've seen some videos of Burnout Syndrome. Because they have a couple of very popular anime openings also from like conventions and stuff. Because I'll watch like convention vlogs and live vicariously because I don't go to conventions. I don't have time to go to conventions. I don't have money to go to conventions. But yeah, I've seen them and I'm like, that's very funny. Alright, I need to get up in here. I was holding my breath. Here it comes. I scared over my friends pay for my ticket and food and shit. That's fair. Yeah. That's multiple years. Oh, Captain, I don't know. That's sorry. I told you that the shadow for the back of your shoulder blade looks a little bit like moss. I could see it. No, but I could see it. My model is made up of, I guess technically 5 colors if we're counting black and white, but it's you know, it's one like, it's a light color, then a slightly darker color, and then one final dark color. I'm made up of exactly 3 colors, plus black and white. Mossy skeleton. That'd be Dapper Dan. Here's another skeleton VTuber. Though technically he's not a skeleton VTuber. He's a sentient plant who's taken over a skeleton, if I remember his lore correctly. But yeah, 3 colors and 2 shades. Well, it's more like 1 color and 2 shades. You're in shock now. Oh no, I don't want to be chalk. The rain will wash me away. That feels a little too thick. Too thick. If I keep track of these other, like, skeleton VTubers, which I feel like actually within, like, there are enough skeleton VTubers that at a certain point it becomes, like, we seek each other out, which I think is kind of funny. Like there are, like, we just go out and we seek other skeletons. And there's actually, like, the thing is, like, I've gotten a few people who are like, man, I've never seen a skeleton VTuber before. I'm like, really? That's kind of surprising because there's actually quite a few of us. Now that I've been in the space for a little bit longer. Like, there are quite a few. Name of special effects. I want my special effects. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm not going back to jail. Remember that line? I had it in my cosplay space range. That big thing I'm about. You can repaint a water dog like watercolor photo. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's not a bad idea. Actually, that's a practical cosplay element, right? Those skeletons, they had a whole gang of skeleton friends. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of funny. Like I do feel like at a certain point, a bunch of like the skeleton VTubers just end up seeking each other out, which I just find a little funny. If I wasn't so socially inept, I might have more skeleton VTuber friends. But alas, I'm bad at social. Everything. It's just, that's where the thought ends. Thank you for the bits. I'm gonna drink when you walk around picking them up. Yeah, but I mean, like, you could add like little bits and bobs, like to your underneath, like to your, like, do the, what is it? Titus has like the little like bullet things in his head. I don't know what they are. You get those, at least then it's like, oh, you take your helmet off for a little bit, but you still look like you're kind of vaguely in costume, right? The next Imagineering is next month. I'm so shocked at how cheap it is. Like $10? Goodness gracious. That's insane. I want to go to conventions again. Wow. All right, Porky Pig. Fucking the reason for this here because I want to. Yeah, we can't socialize. Just me. Here's my secret. I do streaming because I can't socialize like a normal person. This is the most social I get out of like fucking calls at work and shit, and like my semi-regular D&D games. But that's like the same 6 or 7 people at a time, which like that's a level of socializing, right? But VTubing is like a weird workaround method of socializing without being like parasocial about it. Or one of the conventions that I went to, some kid wanted to wear my helmet. I gave it. They tried to. I didn't realize the helmet. So it was 20-30 pounds. I mean, that's fair, yeah. It's insane that you made the cosplay out of metal. Like, it's impressive that you did that. Because like me, if I ever do an armor cosplay, I'm gonna make it out of foam because I'm a very small man. Because then you get certain doctors coming after you. Ooh. That one might get me in trouble. That one might get me in trouble. Okay. What do I want to do? I'm like just fixing up like little bits. I feel like I'm not making any real progress here. I'm just fixing up tiny things that I'm noticing now. It was going to be heavy, but kind of like heavy, more authentically. That's fair. That's fair, yeah. There's a certain level of authenticity behind it. Like I really want to cosplay as All Might, because All Might is my favorite anime character. I can't do anything about my height, but I want to be in very good shape for cosplaying as All Might. Before, like, to cosplay kind of a thing. Oh, Captain, keep that to yourself. No age releases, please. I haven't explicitly put it out there because I haven't really like done the limit on it because it's so tricky, right? Because at a certain point, like I'm a grown ass man, and interacting with minors is not great. But and the thing is, it's completely valid that I see other like VTubers and stuff be like, "Hey, I don't want any minors in my chat," and I get that. You don't really want like a lot of people are not. Like, they don't want to be held back or feel guilty for saying untoward things because they don't want to have minors around, right? They don't want to be that level of impressionable kind of a thing. To mention your age, yeah. It's a safety thing, both for the viewer and for the streamer themselves. Don't reveal shit like that to protect yourself more than anything. There are a lot of bad actors in the space, and kind of a thing there. But anyway, my point is, like, I see a lot of people are like, no minors in my chat, and I get that. They want to keep themselves separate from that, everything like that. That said, as somebody who kind of grew up watching things online and watching streams when I was in high school, it feels a little, I don't know. There's a level where it's like, you need to educate kids that they need to keep themselves safe. It's not really it's not my responsibility or any content creator's responsibility to do that. But I watched things. I engaged with content that when I was in junior high and high school, kind of a thing. And we weren't as smart about it back then. I'll say it. We weren't as good about it. I will say that. But I haven't reached the point where I'm gonna outright ban people for. Like, I'm not gonna be like, no minors allowed. Period. Do not reveal your age, because then if it becomes a problem, then I will. Don't reveal if you're in high school. Don't reveal if you're in anything short of 18 years of age. Just because it's a safety thing for you, it's a responsibility thing as a streamer. It's a weird thing. But anyway, I don't want to outright ban minors because, again, I grew up watching YouTubers, and like I wasn't a part of streaming culture necessarily, but it feels, I don't know, hypocritical to be like, oh well, I watched people and engage with this content when I was 16, 17, and then turn around and be like, no, kind of a thing. All I have to say is protect yourself and don't fucking trust anybody on the internet. Yeah, we just want to keep you safe. Also, Mega Evie, welcome. What's up? Guess what? What's up? Chicken butt? Just look at the rise of the internet seems to become more. The thing is, I'm in my 30s, God King Pool. Like, I've been around the block. I'm not as old as some other people, but I've definitely been around long enough to be like, the internet's a fucked place, and you really gotta protect yourself. And honestly, it's only gotten more fucked. But you think there's some minors outright binding master 100%. The thing is, I 100% get that. I don't want to reach that point yet, because again, it feels hypocritical, kind of a thing. If it becomes an issue, then we will. One second. Sorry. My wife was coming in because she wasn't feeling too great. She was coming in to say how she was doing now. Anyway, kind of like how Newgrounds should not have been legit. Oh yeah, no, Newgrounds was a whole fucking thing. Also non-binary. The internet has definitely changed over the years, especially with a lot of creeps. Now, yeah, it feels like it's only gotten worse, unfortunately, as time has gone on. Also, Noah, welcome. Sorry, I got distracted, kind of a thing. Hey, how's it going, man? I'm starting to do Warhammer. Core got me doing. I've been all in since. Let's read a few books right now. Favorite relationship with Cardarons are pretty good. Also, welcome. Live Laugh Lasagna. Love that username. But yeah, no, yeah, the Carcharodons are very cool. They're very cool. The little bit that I've heard about them, oh yeah, no, it's gotten so bad. More vocal now to integrate in their communities. Yeah, I feel like they've gotten bolder, kind of a thing, right? Also, hang on. Not hang on. Flyver's coming back. Yeah, maybe. Because I saw that like it might be an NFT crypto thing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Awesome. Great. Let's just take that and ruin it for everybody. I don't know if I like the black cloth or not. I might, I'm not sure. Also, chat's delayed. Yeah, YouTube has a pretty big delay. Nulla. YouTube has a pretty significant delay for the closed captioning service. Also, what I'm working on right now, this is actually from Age of Sigmar, Warhammer's fantasy line. This is a this is basically the Space Marine equivalent for fantasy. These are Stormcast Eternals. That's what I'm working on. This is a Reclusian, barely human, kind of a super soldier type thing. That I got from the Scaventide box that came out a couple months back, or not too long ago. And I'm just now getting to paint them because I haven't had time to otherwise. And that's what the streams are for now. Can you fix it? I can't, Noah, because with how YouTube's closed captioning system works, they need to have as much delay as possible, apparently. They need to have like the highest level of delay to then transcribe it for closed captioning. And for accessibility's sake, I want to make sure I have closed captioning on. So unfortunately, the delay on YouTube has to be what it's going to be in order for me to have that that closed captioning on, which I want to, again, for accessibility's sake. It's unfortunate, but it's I gotta live with it, kind of a thing. Predator Skin, that's more because they play the game a lot, stream a pedophile. It's fair, but the irony is very strong in that. It's one thing I'm gonna say if you haven't tried to change it. I've actually, I want to play it. I have been kind of deliberately avoiding the story streams about it, like people have been playing the story and whatnot. I've been watching some like other co-op type things that are like vaguely story, but more just like the missions that they kind of go through. I haven't played the first Space Marine, and I kind of want to do that first. But I need to first get the game, and that's not going to happen for a while, unfortunately. But from what I've seen about it, that game looks like a lot of fun, kind of a thing. So I don't know if I'll ever stream it, because by the time I get it, I can guarantee you the thing will pass, kind of a thing. But yeah, one more Bioshock next Tuesday, Captain. Next Tuesday will be more Bioshock. Yeah. I was planning making 2D VTuber, probably used to make that. I just made it in GIMP, and then I used the hell is it? Live 2D. That's all I did. And even this isn't even really using Live 2D, because this is just a PNG and then a GIF. Because I have it set to just doing an OBS for doing the hell is it? It picks up sound, and then it switches the model out, basically, so you can see when I'm talking. My actual model, I use VTube Studio for, and I don't use that because I only have one camera, and that camera is what I have to use to record me painting this thing. But yeah, I just use GIMP, and then Live 2D, and then VTube Studio is what I use. And OBS. I use OBS to stream. Nah, never mind. The black is fine because it kind of hides things. It makes it look like it's not like as much like, I don't know. The cloth is not what's getting called out here, right? I can't freaking talk tonight. The cloak obviously is going to stand out, but the gloves and like the boots and everything, like that's not important. That doesn't matter. We're here for the armor. We're here for the cloak. We're here for the axes. Guys gonna be here for long, but I wish. Oh, also thank you for the follow, Live Lasagna. Thank you so much. Sorry, I forgot to thank you for that. Program called Godot for pixel art. It's not free, but it's like I've seen Godot. I haven't used it, but yeah. But thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the follow, Lasagna. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. But yeah. That's all I've got. I'm definitely not the one to go to for like advice on making good models. This model is barely an original, since it's heavily based off of some free to use images online. fits. Captain. Metallic paint is so pretty when you use that shiny. Yeah, LeBuying guys, Jeremy. I mean, that's just Isaac. Mistake. Con going has no friends. Oh, we're going to be a con goer. Going to cons is great. I want to go to cons again. I haven't been to one since 2012. I love going to convention. It was Anime Expo. Had a great time. It's a bunch of freers are making modules too, most of which are not very good quality, but it's good for starting. 100% pan also, yeah. Also, like, starting out, like, I am in the camp where, like, I made this model because it was very easy. And I had a very clear concept of what I wanted to do for my theming and everything. But also, like, if you're new to content creation and you're new to not even just VTubing, but like if you want to give VTubing a try, there are free models out there. Just go use it. Like I think like VTube Studio or Live 2D comes with, or there's other models, like other programs out there that come with like built-in models. And sorry, I was looking at the thing again and it's just making me sad. The axe heads again. And just use a free model, free to use model. Just use it for a little bit. Try streaming. You can get your own model later if you like it. I already knew I liked doing content creation because in my previous life, I'd already streamed, I already made videos and things like that. Vroid, that's exactly what it's pan. I was trying to think about that. There's Vroid, which you can get for free, and they have their own preloaded models and everything. Screw it. It took me this long to hit the fucking stage. I'm painting them with this Basilicanum grape, the axe heads. So just get a free model and try that too. Anyway, John Swayze convention back. I love meeting people, but my social media doesn't like it. Same. I am very, very bad in social situations. Or just in general. Like I'm just very not good at talking to people like a normal fucking human being. Oh, you had to give me a hydrate wise once I started this, which takes like what I need to do a little quickly, otherwise things will start coffee staining. Give me a second. I'll do it in a sec. I promise. Because contrast paints, while great, have coffee staining issues. I think I'll make the blade metallic, and I can put the flame back here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Probably do some Iron Warrior on it. Okay, that's good. We're gonna do the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody take a sip. Everybody take a little sippy. Thank you. As a VTuber pod, honestly, you're actually really good pod if you take time to learn everything about the program. That's fair. It's the kind of thing where it's like, even like the free models, like if you exactly what you're saying, actually, Pan. If you take the time to learn how to do it and like use the tools to the extent that which they can be used, you can take a free thing and still run with it and have it be very good. It's funny, I was actually watching Ray Narvaez Jr.'s latest VOD. I can never catch him live. Which honestly is probably why I'm so like adamant on making sure that my VODs stay up, because I can never watch my favorite streamers live. So I want to make sure that other people can still have the watch my stuff if they can't make it live. But anyway, and he was playing with Lime, and she was talking about how like you can like she's apparently somebody who like loves solving audio issues, but she believes that you can take a cheap ass mic, and if you get all your settings and balancing and equalization and everything right, you can make it sound like a $200 mic. And I think that's kind of true with anything, honestly. If you know how to use the tools that at your disposal, you can still get away with things and make super cheap stuff seem like it's a higher quality when it comes to your audio and visual and models and VTubing. VTubing as a VTuber. I myself personally, of course, don't have a ton to say on that because I'm stupid. Sports magazine. Have a good one, Captain. Take care of yourself. Get some rest. You need it. If you have a sports tomorrow. Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the bits. But yeah, like it's very much the kind of thing where it's like you can make your like cheap or even free models seem very good if you're able to use them to their fullest extent. I'm zoning out. It just hit me like how tired I am. JR with the cool skeletons. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take and run some metallic along the blade edge at the very least, but it has the stone basing at least. So it looks like that. So it looks relatively okay. Maybe a little more finished. And this will have some detailing to it all too, of course. Like I'm gonna add some dry brushing to catch some of the higher bits. I'm gonna paint that thing or that with that brown color. There's a little icon dealy on the axe head that'll paint. But yeah, other than that. There's some smaller bits on these things that I need to hit as well. Do I start hitting like Celestial Gray? Is it time for that? I don't know, it might be. It might be. Thank you for the stretch non-binary. Everybody stretch. What would a cursed suit of armor like? I don't know. If you're referring to like LobCorp anything? I don't know. If we're talking just in general, probably souls. If we're talking just general. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna start doing the Celestial Gray. And start getting some of these other bits going. Zero. We can actually start getting some details going. This is how like painting minis always kind of goes. Is that it takes forever to get to a certain point, and then it's like, oh, now it's just a bunch of little details, and then it's like, bup, 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 and you're done. Every time you're working with a person gets their head cut off. I don't know then. Cannot help you. I don't know if I want to do this one in the Celestra Gray. I want to do this one in Celestra Gray for sure, so I'll get that one going. But I don't know what I want to do with the other one. Principal's High Bow. Oh, that's fair. That'll often do it too. Focus very hard on this. I'm sorry, I'm having to like hold my breath. Okay. Trying to like get around this emblem without getting too much onto the armor underneath was a lot. I think the annoying thing is I want this moon to be like this gray color, the Celestra gray color. I just don't know what to do underneath it. That's the really annoying bit. Because... yeah. I just don't know what to do with it. Way too much paint. I just want to get this little, like, kind of berserk emblem. Too much water, not enough paint. I can't fucking win. am. I don't want to do this yet because I want to do flames. Which I guess I could do now, actually. I guess I could start doing that now, huh? I got my orange here. What is it? I still got almost an hour. Damn. I feel like I've been going forever. I'm just not a fan of layer paints, is my biggest issue here. In fact, fuck the layer paint. I want to use Aberlin Sunset and Mephiston Red, and I'm gonna make my own orange. I don't like layer paints. I've decided I don't like layer paints. I can never get them like smooth enough. I don't know how to use them properly. And it's not a thing that's like layer paints are bad. I'm just not, I don't know how to use them properly. I think is my big thing. I'm hitting my palm. I'm not doing anything untoward. I have paints in this hand. I'm just hitting my palm here. Twitch, before you decide to come after me. I'm impatient when it comes to adding layers of paint. I don't know how to use them correctly. That is my biggest issue. Like, could I learn? Absolutely. Will I learn? Entirely. It's another thing entirely. Also, I'm a theater major. I know how to mix paints. I know how to mix paint. Watch as I fuck this up. Just utterly and completely. I want it to be orange. Let's try with one bit of Mephiston Red to start and see what happens. This is, to be fair, this is a weird yellow and a weird red. It almost turned like a weird pink color. What the fuck? What would a cursed teddy bear like? Attachment. That's my guess. I mean, I could add like just a bit of the Troll Slayer to try and like make it orange. More this fiery kind of orange color. It's a layer paint, so it's a bit thinner, which means it'll water it down a bit anyway. I feel like it just ate it. I feel like it just ate that Troll Slayer orange. It didn't actually change anything. That's just a weird fucking pink is what it is. It's like not even orange. I'm in Legacy and there's no attachment. Oh, I don't know. I don't know then. I got nothing. Like it's just a it's like not even orange. It's just a weird fucking pink. What if I added more yellow? What happens if I add more yellow? It just absorbs it. It doesn't change like at all. Oh, that's a little more orange that I'm looking for. That's a little better actually. Alright, let's try it. Ta-da! It's like cleanliness from my friend. Y'all, you speak a different language from what I know. So, all I can do is wish you luck. Alright, let's try and see what we can do here. opposite direction. Right? Yeah, yellow. Yeah. Like. Just give it a little bit of orange. Because then the rest of that will be red. I wonder if I could get away with doing. I could maybe fix up the cloak a little bit with this now that I have some more layer paint kind of things. Make a boss rush kind of campaign. Should I redeem it or just wing it? I would read through it. Boss rushes are really bosses in 5th edition. If you're playing 5th edition, are weird at best. For the simple fact that, like, without the support of minions, player characters will chew through your bosses like you wouldn't believe. And it comes down to a matter of action economy. Just by virtue of there being more player characters than there being a boss, your players are going to outpace anything a single monster can do. You're going to want to try and read through and, like, balance what your boss can do and what minions they have on hand. Because of that. Like, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but trust me, it gets nutty. What your players are going to be able to do, and you won't be able to account for with a singular creature. Fair. So I would heavily advise you looking at something first for running your, if you want to run a boss rush kind of game, just because you don't know. It is difficult to try and identify, like, okay, this is what the players are capable of against a singular creature. Sorry, I'm focusing. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, I don't think. I need to add some points, like some sharper points to this. I think I'm gonna have to use this thing here. I think I'm making, like, every boss stage 7 to 8. Next stat, use a power, like street and charisma, making it a little harder to navigate. That's fair. Using different stats would be an interesting way of having some variety into it, considering you'll be able to play to certain players or certain player characters' weaknesses and strengths also. adding sharper points to these flames on the cloak. I said I wasn't going to do the cloak today, and here I am doing the cloak anyway. Not too bad at all, actually. I think I'm gonna like that. I think I will like that. I'm very happy about finally being able to like the cloak after fumbling with it for 2 freaking weeks. I actually can't wait for cold weather to come. Last year Halloween, I was at Halloween party. I was a bit of a blizzard. I was like, oh, that's insane. Bit of inspiration from Fear and Hunger. Oh, fair. I mean, yeah, I'm also excited for it to be cooler. I'm tired of dealing with this heat. It's so freaking hot all the time, and I'm done with it. Let me tell you. You know what? No, I do want that to be metallic. There's like a thing on the left forearm armor here that I was like, I think I want that to be the same gray color. No, I want it to be metallic. I was about to start it, and I was looking at it, I was like, nope, that's gotta be metallic. And it's gotta be this Rune Lord brass color. Man, I'm tired of it being so hot, and it's hard for me to I gotta take my dog for a walk, right? But it's so hot, and she does not handle the heat well. So she's just like suffering. But it's like, we gotta go for a walk. You need to go out and get your exercise. You're already fat enough as it is with all your health problems. Yeah, no, that's the right call, is making this metallic. But yeah, I'm so ready for it to be cooler at this point. Who's texting me? Who's texting me at this hour? It's my wife, that's the answer. I had the option to make a hot lady character represent Lust, and I said, no, it's Sputin and his 16-inch schlong. How long was Rasputin's dick? Though, isn't there an argument that his dick actually isn't that big, and it's just because it's been in preserving fluid for decades, hundreds, however long it's been now, that it's just been, it was engorged from the preserving fluids? That's a topic that is sure to be fine for Twitch. Was Rasputin's dick actually that big? Oh, think of it, hydrate. Again, I'm doing a contrast right as you do it. Hydrate and a stretch. Okay, sounds good. We'll do it. Everybody take a sip. And everybody stretch afterwards. Thanks so much, Raymond. And everybody stretch. Oh yeah, feels good. I really don't know what to do with this thing. Something with the bones. Fair. Fair. Okay. That should be relatively dry now. Dry enough to start adding in these little metallic details on here as well. Other side as well. It's like the basic bitch Citadel paintbrush you get out of their fucking starter kits. It's just complete shit, but I'll get the job done. Funny thing is, I think I painted my entire, like, the space marines I did from my starter kit with this paintbrush. And now I'm just like, how the fuck did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? Speaking of bones, I never actually broken a fractured one. I have neither non-binary actually. Knock on wood. Yeah, I've never broken anything either. Also, I actually made a historical accuracy. What's that pan? I need to touch up some of that. Actually, some of this steel, gray knight steel is has little smudges from using the Rune Lord brass on the detailing. You know what this music reminds me of? Coffee Talk. And I know that Coffee Talk is supposed to evoke that lo-fi kind of feeling, but just getting some real heavy Coffee Talk vibes from this music. I played it the last couple of weeks when I've been painting this dude, but it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just really hit me how much it reminds me of that game now. With the design, huge pointed shoes. There was not fashion. These huge pointed shoes were matched during the Middle Ages because of phallic innuendos. That's honestly not as surprising as it probably should be. Like the sexual repression. Except I saw a thing recently that, like, apparently medieval peasants fucked. Apparently, like, this whole image of, like, oh no, people weren't promiscuous until whatever time period, complete and total fabrication. Apparently, the medieval peasantry plowed. Like, they were all over the damn place. Which, like, just kind of tracks. Like, they got fuck all to do. Why wouldn't they, right? You can't read. You have no other real forms of entertainment. People to work the fields for free. I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, then you have a big family. That's just more hands to work the fields. So it just makes sense that it's like, oh yeah, of course medieval peasants just laid pipe. Just something you don't really think about, right? I think maybe it's because you think of like, oh, they had the fear of God and like everything like that. But at the same time, it's like, how did the average medieval peasant give a rat's puckered anus? My bunny's on no. Some iron ore, so I'm going to add it along the edge of these axe blades here, just to give it a little bit of contrast, and give it like that metallic edge to an axe blade, right? I don't know if it's going to look good. I don't know if it's going to look good, but we're going to try it. Gotta go. I gave 300 bits, but I got to sleep. Well, thank you so much for the bits, Raymond. Take care of yourself. Go get some sleep. Thank you so much again, though. Have a good one. Take care of yourself, and have a good rest. Have a good sleep. They couldn't read the Bible and know pretty much. They just looked at pretty pictures and made assumptions. I mean, that was the whole thing, right? Is that like they only knew what the church told them. Like that was the whole thing, is that like only the church could read, especially if all they could read was Latin. But so like that's how the church had such power, is that like they basically just told everybody, here's what the Bible says, and everyone's like, okay, it must be true. The holy man said it. For my final message, keep on going no matter what. Thank you so much, Raymond. I'll take that to heart. It's honestly motivation that I kind of need some days. Go get some rest. Thank you so much again. But yeah, it was like the books were written in Latin, and so it was just like, oh, well, I can't read anyway. I sure as hell can't read the fancy Bible language, and only monks were allowed to record history. Yeah, so it's like they were told this is what the Bible says, and people were just like, okay, I guess we will take the holy man at face value. They wouldn't lie to us. Camera like I'm on The Office. So yeah, it's like that's the thing, right? Is that like how often did they touch on elements of promiscuity and only lying with one person or whatever? Is that cloth actually? That might actually be cloth. That might actually be. What the hell is that? Yeah, that's cloth, actually. Thank you. Black Templar. Until Henry VIII decided to divorce, and then they just changed it. For the sake of the king. Because, man, was that shit corrupt. Never understood the Bible, going to church and all that. I just felt like it didn't fit. I started to question my gender identity. I mean, there's so many churches that aren't chill with that anyway, that it's like there's no wonder you wouldn't feel completely Like you would fit in kind of a thing. I just got bored. Church sucked. Like, and where I'm from, church was like a fucking 5 or 6 hour ordeal. Like, man, I get 2 weekend days. I don't want to fucking spend half of one of them at church. What the fuck? What the fuck is this ordeal? Luckily, my grandfather, who was a Vietnam veteran, reached a point where he was like, nah, I'm done going to church. Everything that I needed to say to God was on the boat back home, or on the plane ride back home. And so he kind of gave me and my brother an out for not going to church anymore, which is kind of funny. But yeah. Don't start peeling already. It's a new piece of paper. I put it on literally earlier today. Don't start curling yet. That's a lot of water. Hello? Sorry. I'm focusing, and I'm sleepy. Church was so boring for me. Mine didn't have an instrument or playground, and they didn't have a Bible. It was good Bible class, sing and pray pretty much. Oh, fuck. Like, we didn't, like, have a ton either, but, like, even outside of that, like, was just so damn boring. Which, like, you don't go to church to have a good time. You're supposed to go there to learn about Jesus and God and all that, right? But my family was weirdly pragmatic enough that it reached a point where it was like, I mean, what does it boil down to? Be a good person and don't steal shit and don't kill people. Like, that's what it boiled down to, right? And so we're like, all right, well, I mean, that's that, I guess. I don't understand, like, I do not understand. I understand the concept of theology, of like of going and studying like the individual word and like what certain phrases mean and how they might relate to other things, and like the study of the different stories and how they might relate to the history of a text being written. But going for like your entire life, I do not get it, because it's just the same thing over and over and over again. Like, it's not like there's any new content. It's not like it's changed any. It's the same damn thing, right? You just... There's no new Bible... There's no new Bible stories. They're the same stories, man. They haven't changed. I don't know. I do know that there is a level of community involved also, where like for a lot of people their church is like another family for them. And that part I kind of understand. I do get that bit, where you go and you have a community of people who can you can find support in, and they're there to help you when times are tough, or at least they're supposed to. Or not supposed to, but you know, they're more likely to. That level I do get. There's a level of belonging when it comes to a community, or when it comes to church. But at a similar token, if the community doesn't support you, then why bother with it, right? That part I do get. It's not the community I would want to be involved in, but I do understand it. But also the Bible, like the church community my family was involved in, for the most part, was not a very supportive community. They shit-talked my mom a lot because she was divorced and everything like that. So, like, yeah, they were never really cool in my book. But that's a little too personal. But anyway, yeah. That's a lot of orange in there, actually. I just realized that pooled a lot. I think it might have been a little too liquidy. Anyway. I was gonna most telenovela-ass CeraVe ad. CeraVe. CeraVe feels like a scam. Like, I get that it's just like, oh, it's just a hand cream thing, right? But every time I see ads for it, I'm like, this feels like, I don't know. Something about this doesn't seem right. Something about this doesn't feel correct. I don't think this was quite dry enough to really put the second coat on, but I'm already committed. I just wanted to like have it look a little different so I could actually see if I've been making progress, which I know I have, but being able to actually see the progress is good for my brain. It gives me the good brain juice. My dad was divorced by a different woman. My mom was research. Well, that's pretty good at least. I don't know how like detailed my mom got in with the people at the churches, because we went to a couple of different churches because one of them was real shady and got real cultish after a while. It's a really weird fucking situation. But then we went to another church that, like, kind of just ended up shit-talking her there, too. Like, the previous one shit-talked her because she was divorced, and then the other, like, the church we went to after that started shit-talking her because she was divorced, and it was just it honestly, like, those two experiences separately was very much just like a, you know what? I think I don't fuck with churches. I think this shit isn't for me. If this is what it means, like, you shit talk divorced people because a book says you shouldn't get divorced? Cool. I guess shut up. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. I was experimenting with putting some of the Grey Knight Steel kind of a thing on the axe blade also, but I think in the end, have decided I do not like that. I just don't like how judgmental churches can be to me. It is really bad. Like, and I know not all churches are going to be that way. I know it's very much a case-by-case basis, but, you know, it's the kind of thing where it's like, you have this one experience and it just kind of ruins it for you. But also, I don't want to waste such a long fucking part of my off time going. Same book says you shouldn't mix fabrics and everyone. Yeah, that's one of my favorite like go-tos kind of a thing, because that was a big point. Like, I knew fucking people who pulled what is it, Levistus, whatever the fuck it is, as like why gay people shouldn't be who they are, and it's the same book I think that says you shouldn't mix fabrics. But that's just conveniently ignored, right? Just really conveniently ignored. We're getting political in this paint stream. Which is like a cardinal sin for streaming, but fuck it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna stick with the Iron Warriors on that. It actually kind of looks kind of nice. If it'll focus. I feel like I can never say this is velvet. I don't know if I've touched much velvet, actually. I don't have much of an opinion on velvet. You know, I do kind of like it. Kind of works. Now the real trick is going to be what I want to do with these here. I wonder if I could actually get the red up here as well. Oh, I got ord on the chain. Motherfucker. Oh well. I'm just covering up the yellow up here now, because I want this top part to be red. I'll have to go over this chain again. Oh well, whatever. I think I'm going to do this top part of the shield, and then I'm going to end up calling it for the night, because it's getting a little late. What's cool? Thanks, man.
It's coming out pretty okay thus far, I think. Sorry, I should have it be a little bit more visible, but I'm just trying to not touch the brass too much. I don't want to go back and touch up everything. I want to do as little touching up as possible.
But that does mean probably.
But the way my camera is set up, I have to like pull it in closer, and then you can't see, and that's not good for streaming. Holding my breath while I'm painting. Try and get onto the nooks and crannies here. Too watery.
Red, actually. That's what I'm gonna have to do. We got some time. We got some time still.
Grab some of this orange here.
Yeah, the orange is what I want. Nola, welcome back. Welcome. We made some progress. Starting to add some details in. Which is wild, considering I wasn't sure how far I was going to make it tonight. But yeah, welcome back. We're making progress, which feels good. Because between last week and the week before that, like the difference between those 2 weeks did not feel like I made a lot of progress, but actually feels like I am now. Did you sculpt that? I did not. This is a mini that you can that came out of a box with a wall of Warhammer's models. You buy them in a box, and then you put them together. So I did not sculpt this. I just put together what was given to me out of a box. It's a model. It's a model kit is what it is. It's a long-winded way of me saying it's a model kit. Because all Warhammer is really is a bunch of boxes of model kits. Why these hands?
Watching Markiplier lately in my free time, mainly all three of his scary game series. Fair. My wife frequently goes back to... I won't say frequently, but she goes back to his like his Five Nights series every now and then. That looks dope as hell. Like, if I do say so myself, that looks fucking rad. I'm really happy with that. Damn, man. I got a lot of touching up to do. I do have a lot of touching up to do, but that can wait till later. I just want to know... I want to figure out what the hell I want to do with this. Toast! Yo, up here for short time after lurking? Hell yeah. Welcome, Toast. Welcome, welcome. Hope we're having a lovely Thursday. We're going to be wrapping up here relatively soon, but I'm trying to figure out some stuff real quick. Thank you for the hydrate also. Non-binary. Everybody take a sip. Try to really hold my pinky out while peeling potatoes. My hand doesn't hurt as much. So I just do fancy painting. A little bit of fancy painting. Fancy peeling, excuse me. That's funny. I'm so mad about this. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because, like, my ceiling fan blows right into here. I'm still mad about it. I'm still salty about it. But not a whole lot I can do about it. I can maybe get some yellow going here. Some yellow action. Get, like, the insides of these flames going also. A bit more. Block in some flames, the inner yellow parts of the flames, and then we can hit it at a later date also. And by later date I mean probably next Thursday. Yellows are really not great down here, honestly. Do one of these also. Colors on that figure. Thanks, non-binary. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the... I was talking with my wife. Originally, they were going to be like iron and blue colors. But then, because I wanted to be a special boy, Games Workshop decided to update the steel and blue to be the official Stormcast colors with the release of 4th edition. And like I said, me wanting to be a special boy, I was like, well then fuck that. I don't want to do the official color scheme. I want to do something different. And so that turned into me brainstorming with her when we were out on a walk a few weeks back. And came up with the idea of doing a fire-themed Stormcast regiment? I don't know what the hell they're called, actually. And so They don't have a name. I don't know what the naming schemes are for the Stormcast Ruination Chambers or whatever the hell they are. I don't know lore. I just like doing the models and playing the game. I don't keep up with lore. But then I was like, we'll do a fire theme one. And I'm actually pretty fucking happy with it. Like, obviously it's not perfect, right? Come on, focus, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on. Alright, you prick. There's gotta be a way to, like, manually focus that. I'm just too stupid to figure it out. But yeah, I'm actually really fucking happy with this. I was a little concerned at first when I did the Blood Angels red on the cloak and the underside was yellow here, because it looked a little too ba-da-ba-ba-ba for my liking. But pivoting to doing an actual just flame design along the cape and everything like that, it looks a little goofy. And I really don't have a good shading for it, like a good shade for it to get in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the shade because it's a little bright and there's no like shadows or anything in it. But overall, I'm actually very happy with how it's turning out. And I know some people paint like the wings and like the flames and stuff on their Stormcast as actual flames, but I don't think I've seen anybody go full like fire theme. And I'm sure they have, and I just haven't seen it for their Stormcast. So I still get to be the special boy. But I'm very happy with how this is turning out. My first thought was it made me think of Homestuck Horn's colors. I mean, Homestuck Horn colors are that candy corn, that yellow, orange, and darker orange. It is very much like that color scheme, but that's the color of flame also. So it's worked out, I think. And I'm very happy with it so far. I usually skip S&D if they're in the words McDonald's thing that really turned off the edit. It's just McDonald. Good old McDonald. That's really funny, actually. What if I took just a smidgen of the silicanum gray on the center part of the skull here? Because it's a little, this gray here is just a little too bright. My thought is if I take just a little bit, not a lot, just a little of the silicanum gray on this skull inside of it. You know what? With a little bit of dry brushing of that Celestia Gray over top of it again, I think that's going to look pretty fucking dope. To the point where I'm half tempted to do this also with this Basilicanum Gray. And do the moon in the Celestia Gray.
I just looked at it again. It just fucking makes me laugh. But I think that's gonna end up being a night. We made some okay progress. I'm mad about this. Very mad about this. But I think I'm gonna call that a night there. Next week, we'll finish up some detailing, and we might actually start doing some shading. It's gonna bug the shit out of me if that's still present there. So I wanted to cover it up. What happened? Regarding what exactly? There's a lot is happening. There we go. There we go. Get rid of that smudge there. Yeah, a little bit of dry brushing of the Celestra Gray over top of that Basilicanum Gray. Oh, it's gonna look so spicy. Oh, it's gonna look so spicy. Oh, I'm actually really excited to do that. But I shan't, because it is time for me to finish. Actually worked a little overtime. But yeah, no, this peeling, this is infuriating. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. See if I can get a close-up shot on this. I wish I knew how to manually focus this thing, but alas, I do not. Focus. Focus. Can I, like, move this over here? Because this is what it wants to focus on. Wow, it just does not want to cooperate in the slightest. Even when the grade still looks cool. Oh, hello. There we go. There we go. You can kind of get a look at them now. Will it let me rotate? That's the question. Yeah, there we go. Got a little bit of the flame design on the shield too. I haven't done the Celestra Gray on the shield yet because I need to still do some of the yellow and orange on it. But I'm not sure what I want to do with the parchment. It's not as bright as I would like it to be. I might need to go over it in a white and then do the skeleton horde over it again. That way it's like actually bright colored. But yeah, I'm actually very happy with how it's started to turn out. At this point, very happy with that. Flame, thank you, non-binary. I'm actually very, like I said, I'm very happy with how that is now turning out. But I'm gonna call it here. I should find somebody to raid, I suppose. I don't know how many people are on Twitch. I'm not gonna have numbers up or anything. Let me. You stay there. Let me exit out of this and pull it up. Let's find somebody, depending on how many people are here. My rule is generally if there's like 4 people, we'll raid someone. If not, generally just end the stream then. Yeah, I think I'll just call it there. But at that point, this coming Saturday, we're going to be doing a collab with Sky Torisuna. We'll be playing Risk of Rain 2, which I've never played before. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a bit later. It'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern time, because Sky's gonna have some work that he has to do. Yeah, it'll be like Risk of Rain 2. I've never played before. I'm sure it'll be fun. I've never played with Sky either, so it'll be my first collab with Sky, and it'll be my first time playing Risk of Rain. So I'm sure nothing bad will happen, and I'm sure everything will be hunky dory. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back in Bioshock, and next Thursday, we'll be going through with more of the Reclusian. I don't know if we'll finish the Reclusian next week. We'll get real close. But I don't know if we'll finish. I got a bunch of detailing to do on them still. I gotta do washes, I gotta do highlights, I gotta do all kinds of stuff. Some dry brushing. I got and some like small detail stuff as well. So I'm just gonna call it there for the night. We won't do any raid or anything like that. Also because I don't really know anybody who's live currently. So yeah, Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Risk of Rain 2. Tuesday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Bioshock. Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, more mini painting. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a good rest of whatever time of day it might be for you. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me, and have a good one. I'll see you all later. Bye for now, everybody. Have a good one.